Hello students. So today we are going to study a poem named Have You Ever Seen? As the name itself is asking a question, asking a question that have you ever seen? I'm sure you won't have seen whatever the poem is asking. But before going to the poem, let's learn something new, and that is homographs. So, what are homographs? Okay, now many times it happens that when you're talking, you say something which has two meanings, and then you have to go back and say, Arey, that's not what I mean to say. For example, in Hindi, we have the word jal, which means to get burnt, and the other meaning is water. Similarly, those words in English which have same spelling and same pronunciation, but when they're used in two different contexts, the meaning of those words are different. These words are called homographs. Now, for example, for a very simple example, take bat. There are two meanings of the word bat. One is the cricket bat, which is used in cricket when we play bat ball, and the second is bat as in the animal. And another example of this would be pupil. There are two meanings. Pupil means, as you can see on your screens, that pupil means the black part in your eye. That is also called pupil when used in context to eyes. And the second meaning of pupil is a student when you're using it through that. Okay, and now when these words, these homographs are used in poems, the figure of speech is called pun. Okay, so pun is a figure of speech where homographs are used. Okay, now why do you think I am teaching you this before starting the poem? That is because the poem is written in pun. Okay, and it's a very funny and light poem that you'll enjoy reading once you understand the meaning. It's just a fun poem. Okay, so going back to the poem, as we read and understand the poem, as we go on, try to recognize the puns written in the poem. Okay, so let's start. The first is, have you ever seen a sheet on a river bed? So the homograph is bed. The two different meanings of bed used here are the one which we sleep on, and the other one is the base of the river, is also called the bed of the river. So as we put bed sheets on our bed, have you ever seen such a sheet on the river bed? No, right? So it's a man. Then, or a single hair from a hammer's head. Now, the two meanings of head are pretty simple. One is हमारा सर, जिस पर हमें बाल होते हैं, we have hair, and the other one is the head of the hammer. Hammers, the ऊपर का part जो होता है hammer का, उसको बोलते हैं head of the hammer. So have you ever seen hair on that part of the hammer? Has the foot of a mountain any toes? Now the homograph here is not highlighted. So what do you think is the homograph here? So here the homograph is foot, because foot का meaning है एक तो हमारा पैर, and the other is the base of the mountain. That is from where the mountain starts. जहाँ से mountain start होता है उसको foot of the mountain बोलता है. So as we have toes on our foot, have you ever seen when you've gone for trekking and stuff, have you ever seen toes at the base of the mountain before starting the trek? No, right? Then the another line is, and is there a pair of garden hose? So the two meaning of hose is, one is which is used in gardens to water plants. This pipe which is used to water plants is called hose, and the other meaning is stretch is a pair of stocking or leggings. Okay, so as stockings come in pair both for each leg, one for each leg, sorry, and So have you ever seen a hose in pair? No. And does the needle ever wink its eye? So the two meanings of eye are the one is the eyes that we have, the human eye, and in needle, the hole in the needle through which we put the thread is called the needle's eye. So can you see, have you ever seen that needle wink as we wink? No, right? Then why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Wings होता है building में, A wing, B wing, and the other meaning of wings is pretty simple. So have you ever, so even though the building has wing, have you ever seen that wing fly? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? Parasol means, parasol is an umbrella, okay? So umbrella के अंदर के जो ये होते हैं, जो lines होते हैं, जो तार बोलते हैं हम, those are called the ribs of a parasol. And the other meaning of ribs is the human ribs. तो जैसे हम लोगों को गुदगुदी करते हैं, वैसे ही can we tickle the ribs of the parasol? That is what the poet is asking. Or open the trunk of a tree at all. Tree trunk तो we know, and the other meaning of trunk is a पेटी, संदूक बोलते हैं, that we can open a trunk. So similarly, can we open the tree trunk of the tree? Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Rake is another thing which is used in garden. So this picture is of a rake, and the pointy parts, the pointy sides is called the teeth of the rake, and the other meaning of teeth is the ones that we have. Okay, so we can bite, right? So the poet is asking, are the teeth of the rake ever going to bite like the human teeth? Okay. Have the hands of a clock any left or right? As we have left and right hands हमारे, we can say left right. वैसे ही can the hands of the clock, do the hands of the clock have any left right? Can the garden plot be deep and dark? So garden plot is an area where you can do your gardening. That is one meaning of plot, and the other meaning is of plot is movie plots. Movie या serial जो भी होता है, उनके plots होते हैं, stories. There are stories, and some of these stories can be deep and dark, एकदम थोड़े sad. So similarly, can the garden plot be dark and deep? Have you ever seen a garden plot which is dark? And what is the sound of the birch's bark? Birch is a kind of a tree, okay? Birch का जो bark होता है, branch होता है, do they make a sound? Do they bark? Even though they bark, have you ever heard the sound of that bark as the dogs bark? No, right? So this is what the poet is trying to ask you. Have you ever seen or have you ever heard such things? So it's just a fun poem, and the beauty of the poem is that it tells you how you can use various words in English. Okay, so moving on to the figures of speech that are used in the poem. First is interrogation, which is very simple. When you ask a question, it is an interrogative sentence. For example, have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed? In fact, the whole poem is in interrogation. Okay, so all the statements are interrogative. The second one is pun. Now, where homographs are used, as we studied earlier before starting the poem. Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? So the wing is the homograph here, and the whole poem has a dozen of homographs in it. Moving on is personification. What is personification? Personification is when you give a human quality to a non-living thing or an abstract idea. इसको human जैसा बताना किसी non-living thing को is personification. Now for example, are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Okay, so यहाँ पर what we are doing is that we are giving rake. रेक को एक हम ह्यूमन क्वालिटी दे रहे विच इज तीत ह्यूमन्स के पास होता है. सो दैट इज पर्सोनिफिकेशन. ओके. देन एलिटरेशन, words that begin with the same sound are placed closely together. It involves repetition of letters. Most importantly, it is a repetition of sounds. मतलब सिमिलर साउंड करने वाले जो वर्ड्स होते हैं उनको हम पास में रखे, पास में होते हैं स्टेटमेंट में. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एंड वॉट इज द साउंड ऑफ द बर्चेस बार्क. ठीक है, तो बर्चेस बार्क, here the sound of b is repeated, b is repeated closely together, बाजू में है. So that is alliteration. Okay, so now your homework is that you have to, for this time I'm asking you to solve the warming up as well. Solve the question number 1 of warming up, where you have to find such homographs and make the two different statements where they are used in different contexts as it is given in example also over here. But do not use the homographs that are used in the poem or the examples that were given. Try to find other homographs. Okay, so moving on, now start with the English workshop. So English workshop mein first question is that you have to mention the homograph that were there in the statements of the poem in each of the line of the poem, and you have to write both the meanings of that word. So one example they've given is bed. Bed is also is a piece of furniture, and the other meaning is the bottom of the river or the sea or ocean is also called the bed of the river. Okay, so similarly second line में क्या homograph है, that you have to find out and you have to write both the meanings of that homograph. Moving on, you have to write 2 lines from this poem which you find most humorous. Justify your choice. जो any line that you find is very funny, you can write that and you have to explain why do you think it is so funny. Okay, then question number 3 is find from the poem 3 examples of each of these figure of speech, and I have explained each of these figures of speech. For interrogation and pun are very easy. You'll have to find personification and alliteration, more examples of personification and alliteration from the poem, and solve this statement. Solve this exercise where you have to read the sentences and fill in with appropriate puns. Okay, so first one I will help you with the first one. She had a photographic memory. Photographic memory मतलब when you remember everything even though you've seen it only once. photographic मतलब फोटो के जैसे छप जाता है वो हमारे माइंड में. Okay, she had a photographic memory but never dash it. So इसका आंसर will be developed it. But never developed it with photographs. When we click photographs, we have to develop it. जो पुराने कैमरेज होते थे उसमें हमको वो what was that called, वो ब्लैक कलर का जो ये होता है उसको डेवलप करवाना पड़ता था. So then we would get the photos. So she had a photographic memory but never developed it. So similarly you have to understand what the homograph is or what the pun is, and then you have to fill in the statements. Okay, thank you.